first. So may I first invite our guest tonight, Carmen Smith. Carmen, would you like to share with us where you're from and a bit about yourself? Over to you, Carmen.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. So I am Carmen Smith. I am a former South African ambassador. I served in Finland and Estonia. Currently, I'm an international advisor and liaison consultant. And I also do professional speaking. I form part of the Thailand group, actually. Although I'm based in South Africa. So I work very closely with DTM Eric Heiler. And I am part of the Asia Professionals Club, as well as the Asia Africa Club. I am a mother and proud one. And I am a coach as well and do some training and gender matters, international relations, peace building, and just also focus on analysis. So that's just a bit about me. Back to you, Toastmaster Miranda.
Oh, Shelina.
Thank you so much, Carmen. Wow, what an extensive experience and knowledge. I definitely love to hear more from you at future meeting. So I hope to see you more because you have definitely a diverse experience that I could learn a lot from you. So hope to see you at our future meeting. Now
Most definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now may I invite another guest tonight here with us, Suzanne. Suzanne, would you like to introduce yourself, where you're from, and share with us a little bit about yourself? Suzanne.
Hello, Shelina. Sorry, I have trouble with my camera, but soon will be fixed. Hello, I'm Susana. I'm a member of Jakarta Toastmaster Club. Now I'm vice president in my club, and I've been in Toastmaster for some years, and I'm happy to see you guys. Thank
you.
Suzanne has been a member for many, many, many years.
Thank you so much. It's wonderful to see you also. So I hope to see you more at our meeting. Thank you. Now, I'd like to invite another familiar face of my dear friend, Ravin. Could you quickly introduce yourself?
Greetings, President Shelina He and the rest of the Toastmasters here and guests. My name is illustrated is Ravindran Subramaniam, but I just maybe address as Ravi. Serves me fine. I'm a member of two clubs. A club in Kota Kinabalu, Sabah, which is District 87. And I'm also a member of District 51, a club here in West Malaysia, Mid Valley Toastmasters Club. I'm doing my second DTM. I finished both pathways. It's just that I got to chalk the leadership track, which I haven't embarked on it. To be honest, I have laid off Toastmasters for the past 2.5 months, mainly because I was shifting home. You know, when you shift home, the thing that happens first is you have to cut down your communication lines. So you cannot have Zoom, all right? And then it'll take some time, a while for you to set up the new line, and you all know where your table, your chair, your this and that is there, all in boxes. So it took me about from October, just about beginning December, I got my things in order. So I think this is the third Toastmasters meeting now I'm attending. So I'm trying to pick up the momentum and get back into the groove. And what better way than to come to trainers and coaches at Advanced Toastmasters Club. President Shelina, good to see you again. And so to the rest. Back to you.
Thank you, Robbie. Thank you. It's also great to see you again. Hope to see you more often. Now, the other familiar name is Ilias. Could you quickly introduce yourself to our club again?
Oh, hello everybody. Elios here with new leg. I just got a surgery last Tuesday, so I just cannot walk normally for now. But hopefully for the next weeks after New Year, I can walk normally again with my current leg. So I've been Toastmaster from 2020 during the pandemic. So you can call me the pandemic baby Toastmasters. And during this journey, I had a lot of fun with Toastmaster. I enjoyed being in Bahasa Toastmasters Club, and I visited a lot of countries. I think around 100 countries already, and more than 1,000 or I think 5,000 clubs all around the world. And I had a lot of fun with Toastmasters all around the world with another district. So it is good to be back here with our fellow trainers and coaches and in Advanced Club. Hope to learn from all of you. Back to you, President Selena.
Thank you so much, Elias. Wish you all the best and hopefully everything goes well with you. And wow, you're definitely very busy Toastmaster, visiting the countries from countries to countries. Great work, very encouraging. Last but not least, may I also invite Annie? Could you quickly introduce yourself to our club, please?
Hello, yes, thank you. I'm Arnie. I'm from South County Presenters. And I got the invitation from the TNC WhatsApp group. I want to learn more from DTM Eric. So I joined this session. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you. Good to see you back here. Hope to see you more in the new year, all of you. Now with that, I would like to quickly mention here also members of Trainers and Coaches Advanced Online Club, for especially a visiting Toastmaster. BPE of our club is DTM Miranda Rumi, and BPBR of our club is JMO. And we have our secretary and treasurer is DTM On Sui Chen or Sui Chen On. Last but not least, our BPM is Dr. Renko Yong. And our members as well is Heavyweight Eric. He's going to do center stage tonight. Now we're going to kickstart our meeting agenda. First, I would like to invite our Toastmaster of the meeting, DTM Miranda Rumi. Before I bring her to the virtual stage, allow me to quickly introduce our DTM Miranda Rumi. She is a life coach, trainer, speaker, and writer. And she has a rich history as both as a business owner and consultant. She's a seasoned Toastmaster of 15 years and possesses an extensive wealth of knowledge and experience in leadership and communication. Her primary focus, however, is her passion for aiding people in healing their own emotional, spiritual, and physical pain. And this will enable them to be free to embrace their authenticity and create the life they desire. DTM Miranda Rumi, her area of specialization include effective listening and public speaking, motivational writing and speaking, project management, and event organizing. She is an ICF, International Coaching Federation certified coach trained in the compassionate inquiry approach, internal family system, and the nonviolent communication method. And she has a diploma in advanced counseling as well. She's an MBA. She has been serving as a life coach since 2012. And all of you, after the meeting, maybe check it out, the book called Listening is Sexy, which was penned by our DTM Miranda Rumi. With that, I would like to invite all of us here to put our hands together and give a big round of applause. Invite our Toastmaster meeting to the virtual stage. DTM Marinda Rumi, please.
Thank you, Shirlina. Well, that was not a very short introduction, but it reminds me of what I'm focusing on, and it's still lovely. Thank you. So I get to know, you guys get to know me a little bit. And I am very happy to be taking this opportunity to be the Toastmaster of the meeting for our last meeting. We have gone through a lot, and our meeting today, we have special agenda. So we will have the center stage, which will be featuring our heavyweight speaker, Eric Hyla. And then we also will have a special feature of trainers and coaches training by our members. So here in Trainers and Coaches, we hone and sharpen our skills by practicing training every time. Training materials that we are passionate about, or that we have some expertise on, or that we want to develop as a subject matter expert, or also to help others, our members and our audience, to learn something that would be useful for themselves. And that will be done by Toastmaster Halina later. We reversed the agenda slightly today because we have a special segment today, a reflection and a reset, I guess we can say that, about what we have learned, what we have gained, and how that would help us to move forward into the new year. So without further ado, let me introduce our center stage speaker. I guess for most of us, he is not a stranger. He is a very special Toastmaster, even though he is also a distinguished diplomat representing the government of South Africa. He has dedicated his time, his journey of Toastmasters to become a heavyweight speaker and initiate coach. The journey that has brought him into his 6 DTMs and soon going to be 9 DTMs, I heard, by the end of next year. And he leverages his expertise to empower individuals both locally and globally in mastering the art of public speaking and leadership. Hailing from the beautiful continent of South Africa, the land of Nelson Mandela and Elon Musk, Eric takes pride in being a global citizen, and he is also a global leader. His passion lies in teaching the nuances of public speaking and the business associated with it, with the ultimate aim of fostering effective communication and leadership skills worldwide. We are very fortunate, we are very blessed, and very happy to have Eric amongst us as our members. And his speech today is a keynote speech where he would be elaborating on toasting. The title is "The Ultimate is a Toast." So we would learn the art of proposing and delivering a toast for important events and milestones in our life. And at this time of the year, we all agree that we would need that skill. We need to have that knowledge because we will be having a lot of toasts to do. So without further ado, let's call on Eric to start the session, the center stage. The stage is yours. The ultimate is a toast. Eric Hyla. Eric Hyla, the ultimate is a toast. Let's give him a big hand of applause.
What get recognized, get done again and again. Madam Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, these are the powerful words of Robert Crawford. In fact, he said, what get measured, get done. And what get recognized, get done again and again. What's the point? All of us are Toastmasters. And all of us are leaders in our own rights. And to be a leader means you need people to be with you, to surround you, and to always support you, especially in your vision. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, there is a problem. Many clubs have leaders, but they don't have followers. They don't have people who surround themselves with the leaders. If you can look at the formation of a club in Toastmasters, a club have about 7 leaders. So ask yourself, how many people are supposed to surround themselves to each leader for a club to be strong? That means each leader must at least have 3 people who surround themselves to the leader. And that will add to 21 people in a club. But that's not a problem. It's just a calculation. It's just to show how leadership works. You need people that surround you. About 6 years ago, I achieved my first DTM. And believe me, nobody recognized it. And even people were jealous about it. People felt bad that I've achieved at least 1 DTM. But because I'm Eric and I'm very stubborn, and I said, I'm going to pursue another DTM just to hurt them further. And I did that. I went for my second DTM. It pained them worse. And I was happy. Because you know, a DTM is about you and the effort that you put in to achieve it. Nobody will give it to you. It's personal effort. And what I did, you know, the more people feel pain and hurt about your achievement, you need to do it one more time. And I went for the 3rd DTM one more time, just to ensure that I rub salt into their wounds. And it happened. And I realized that, wow, I can go for 4 DTMs, 5 DTMs, 6 DTMs, and their tears just dried up. The honest truth, let me be honest with you. In my 6 DTMs, only TNC Toastmasters Club recognized me. No other club recognized me. And in fact, only District 87 recognized me for that. But that's not the point. What is the point? The point is people lose members in clubs without them knowing that they are losing members. It's because they don't have what I coined grace in them. They don't have grace in them as leaders. You know, if you take the word grace, it's a G, it's a R. it's a A, it is a C, and it is an E that you find. G-R-A-C-E. Grace. In simple language is, they don't have, for the G, they don't have gratitude in them. They are not grateful for the achievements of people. They are not grateful. You know, to be grateful does not only work for you, it also works if you show it to other people. That is where gratefulness comes in. You need to show it to other people. People must know that you are a grateful person, you are a kind person. They must know it. And your actions in a club will show it. And let me tell you, people will always come to you if they know you are authentic when it comes to be grateful and full of gratitude. It's just a force of attraction. It will just come. Let's go to the R. The R stands for recognition. You need to have a sense of recognition. What gets recognized gets done again and again. So you have grace, now you have recognition. More people will want to do what they are supposed to do again in your presence. The A, ladies and gentlemen, stands for appreciation. Appreciation. To appreciate. We need to have the capacity in us and the heart to appreciate people. Not being jealous of people, but be appreciative to their successes, to their greatness, and to their effort, to their God-given talent. You don't have that talent. Why should you be jealous? Appreciate. You don't have the effort that the person is putting in to achieve what they're supposed to achieve. Why don't you just appreciate their effort? Why? Because, you know, people like myself, we read people's hearts. You know, we look into a person and we can see if the person is authentic or not, if the person is appreciative or not. We can see that this one, it's not appreciative. We call it white teeth, smiling with you with white teeth, meaning they just smile to bite you. You know, when a lion opens up its mouth, you see the teeth. When a dog starts showing its teeth, it bites you. You're not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to have a heart that appreciates, that shows the person that we mean what we say. The C, ladies and gentlemen, stands for celebrate. Celebrate people. Celebrate people. Find any opportunity in your life to celebrate people. And the last one is to engage with them. Don't leave them. The E is for engagement. Engage with people and engage sincerely so. So, ladies and gentlemen, go for grace. Go for gratitude. Go for recognition. Go for appreciation. Go for celebration. Go for engagement. If you have all this packaged in you as a leader, more people will surround you. And the ultimate, ladies and gentlemen, is the toast. That is the ultimate. Because in a toast, you can show that you are grateful, full of gratitude. In a toast, you can show that you recognize. You don't just give people certificates because they must get certificates. But in a toast, you can show who you are. You can show your appreciation. You can show that you are sincerely celebrating. And you can show that really I'm engaging with this person. That is a purpose of a toast, ladies and gentlemen. A toast is the ultimate. What do I mean, the ultimate? The ultimate, ladies and gentlemen, is you will continue giving people certificates that, wow, you are number one in the club. Wow, you've been a member for 1 year in the club. Look, those are all certificates. Most of the time, they mean nothing. Maya Angelou said, this is what she said. She said, people will always forget what you have done for them. But they will never forget how you made them feel. People want to feel you. They don't want to just hear from you. They want to feel you. They want to connect with you. That's what people want. And that is where the toast comes in, ladies and gentlemen. That is where the secret of a toast comes in. And I'm going to show you today how to deal with the toast so that people can always remember you, so that people can think about you as a leader, not just a person, but a true leader, a leader who can attract people to themselves and work with people to achieve an objective or a vision. Each club got a vision, and that vision must be achieved. But the question is, are the leaders open to accommodate the greatness in the vision? Are they ready? Are they ready to bring people towards them so that people can go with them in the direction of the vision? Are they ready for that? It's just a question. But the readiness, ladies and gentlemen, lies in the toast. When you really want to help people, ensure that you work with them around a toast. That's why we are called Toastmasters, because we know how to work around a toast. But unfortunately, many clubs don't even toast. For them, a toast means nothing. They don't toast, including my club, They don't toast. Toast is not their thing. I've visited many clubs, even my friend Elios, who have visited over 5,000, who have attended over 5,000 meetings. Believe me, he will tell you, maybe you have not even seen a toast in 5,000 meetings happening. It's because we have lost the leadership and the leader within us. We have lost that person. We need to find a way to go back. So let me give you the few steps, ladies and gentlemen, that you should follow to propose a toast, so that when you talk to people, connect with them with the toast, because the toast is the ultimate. In fact, according to one guy with the name of Rias, he defined a toast as follows. He says, a toast is an emotional photographer that bookmarks the moments we share with each other. An emotional photograph that bookmarks the moments we share with each other. Underline the word here, the emotions we share with emotions. That is what exactly, if you take it back to Maya Angelou, the feeling, the way people feel, that's the emotion. If they feel inspired, if they feel that, wow, we belong, they will definitely belong. So ladies and gentlemen, here's a simple step. I hope you will just conceptualize it and work around it and modify it the way you want. But this is what we need when we propose a toast, which is the ultimate. A toast, when you propose it, ladies and gentlemen, it is not just a toast. It is a speech. It needs to be treated like a speech. We are all Toastmasters here. We are all 5 to 7 minutes speakers. And we are all 2 minutes impromptu speakers. And we are all 2 to 3 minutes evaluation speakers. So we need to treat it like a speech. It's not like cheers. It does not work like that. In fact, it's totally misleading. If I just pop up and say, cheers, cheers, everybody, cheers, cheers. That is not a toast. A toast is a speech. It must have a purpose. It must have an objective. Why are you toasting? It must be taken serious. Why are you toasting? That means before you toast, you need to deliver a speech. That means you must hook people, hook them first, get them into a position of attention, hook them first, like any other speech. For example, say, ladies and gentlemen, now is the time, get attention, bring the attention to people so that people must know you are going through, there's something important that's about to happen. Hook them first. The next move, which is very important, is to deliver a message. Tell us, why are we here? Why are we here? And why are you proposing this toast? And why are you the right person who proposed this toast? Now and then a wrong person proposes the toast. I'll give you an example. Let me say a toast is proposed by Ambassador Carmen. In fact, the toast was supposed to be proposed by Sherlina. So you need to know the objective and the purpose of the toast. Not everybody can just stand up and say, let's propose a toast. The person must have a why behind the toast. And then a why him or her is proposing the toast, so that it must be authentic and genuine. Authentic and genuine. So Sherlina, as the president of the club, now she have a new member that deserves a toast. Now Ambassador Carmen decides, I will propose a toast. Believe me, the new member will not take that toast serious. It will not go to the heart of the new member. But if it's proposed by the president, the new member knows, wow, I have been taken seriously. The president proposed a toast. I'm special. That That is how it should be. The person will go home and even tell the wife or the kids or the husband to say, wow, I'm going to sleep comfortably because the president of the club or the district director called my name and proposed a toast. Make sure that the highest person in the room or the most appropriate person in the room is the one who's supposed to propose the toast, so that it must be a genuine toast. Ladies and gentlemen, once we are done with the whys, you know, if you count them, they are two. Why the occasion, and then why you? Then you go to the next. Connect it to a story. Connect it to a story. For example, Ravin have achieved his DTM. Don't just say, today we are going to drink a toast for Ravin. I'm the club president. No. What is the story behind the DTM? What's the story? Keep it short, but be to the point. Connect it. Because remember, a story always connects to the right brain of a person. It always connects to the heart of a person. It always connects to the emotions of a person, according to Maya Angelou. Connect it somewhere so that the person must feel appreciated, must feel the grace going through him or her, must feel that they are grateful, they really recognize me, they appreciate me, they celebrate me, they engage me. Let the person feel that. Tell a short story. Say why this happened and how it happened and why you appreciate the efforts of this person. Give us the story. When you are done with that, ladies and gentlemen, call people to action. Call them to action. Like a speech, you see, like a speech. Call them to action. Don't just leave them. Call them to action to say, ladies and gentlemen, the success of Ravin is remarkable. I will propose that we propose a toast to Ravin. You need to say it. I will propose. We propose a toast to Ravin. Once we have called them to action, this is very important. This is the next step from there. Once you have done the call to action, now you need to move to say, ladies and gentlemen, please ensure that your glasses are charged. Listen to the word. Glasses are charged. That means pour in some cool drink, pour in some wine, pour in something heavy inside that glass. I don't know what's heavy for you. Ask them first to do that. When you are done, ask them to rise. May we all rise. Then everybody rise. May we all raise our glasses. Then we raise the glasses. You see the 3 steps. Charge the glass. May we all rise. May we all raise the glasses. Make sure they raise the glasses because this is very important. When you are done with that, then, ladies and gentlemen, you say the important words. Ladies and gentlemen, as we know that this proposed toast is for the DTM that Ravin has achieved, please drink with me to the second DTM of Ravin. Second, everybody must say behind you or after you, sorry, after you. Second DTM of Ravin. Then you need to tell them what to say. Second DTM of Ravin. Then everybody will say second DTM of Ravin. It's very nice. When you are done, ladies and gentlemen, here's the secret now. Here's the secret now. Do not say any word after you have proposed the toast. You need to keep quiet. And you need to walk to your seat and sit down. That means the Toastmaster of the day or the MC must take over from you. The moment they must come close and take over. You have done your job. You are done. Don't say any other word after proposing the toast. Keep quiet. Go and sit. Why should you keep quiet and go and sit down? It's because after you propose the toast, people will drink and then they will clap their hands. And once they clap their hands, they will only stop clapping their hands when you are seated. So the moment you are still standing, they will continue clapping their hands until you sit down. Then the MC must continue with the work. So other people will have 3 toasts. You will say toast number 1, number 2, number 3. Same procedure. Toast number 1 is for Ravin, DTM. Ravin, DTM. But you need to tell us before in your speech to say we are going to propose 3 toasts. 1 for Ravin, 1 for Sherlina, and 1 for Ambassador Khama. Then we start 1, 2, 3. Or you can have 1 toast for all 3 to say we are going to drink 1 toast for Ravin, Ambassador Khama, and Sherlina. Ladies and gentlemen, let's celebrate Christmas with Ravin, Sherlina, and Ambassador Khama. Christmas. Don't say cheers. In Toastmasters, we don't do cheers. There's no cheers in Toastmasters. We don't cheer anybody. Because cheers, you only do it when you are looking somebody in the eye, face to face. Let me say we are standing together. Eye contact. If there's eye contact between me and you, face to face. Because look, once I look into your eyes with wine in my hand, I need to say something, and that is where cheers comes in, to say cheers as we tap the glasses. But if there's no glass tapping and eye contact, you don't say cheers. You can't say cheers in a Toastmasters meeting from the podium and say cheers. That's why you keep quiet. You don't say cheers. You just whoop, and you go and you sit down. So ladies and gentlemen, let me quickly start. Grace is important. You know the meaning of grace. To ask people to charge their glasses after you have delivered your speech is very important. You need to be in command. And then ask them to stand up. Ask them to raise their glasses. Ask them to say after you, as we propose a toast for DTM2 of Ravin, DTM2 of Ravin. And then you go and sit down. But because we are in Christmas mood, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask our timer to time me for about 3 minutes, because I'm going to propose a toast for our Christmas and New Year resolution. In fact, for New Year resolutions, let's propose a toast for New Year resolutions. Ladies and gentlemen, today is our last meeting of this year, 2023, as we are going out. I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited to propose a toast for the end of 2023 and the beginning of 2024. Remember, we are all here together as Toastmasters because we were working together as a team. In the past 6 months, around June, we achieved select distinguished as a club. But for the past 6 months, we had our own struggles, our own hardship in the club. But we have shown a spirit of working together and working hard. It is December. We have already achieved some of our educational goals. We are looking forward, ladies and gentlemen, to achieve President Distinguished come 2024. This club is a club of trainers and coaches. And as trainers and coaches, we want to lead by example. And the results will be only shown at the end of 30th of June, 2024. That's why we are excited to wait for 2024 so that we can finish what we have started. With that said, and this spirit of achievement within us, I would love to propose a toast, ladies and gentlemen. Please ensure that your glasses are charged. May we all rise.
Rise.
Yes, may we all stand up.
Oh.
Perfect. You need to be in control. May we all raise our glasses. May we all raise our glasses. Ladies and gentlemen, the toast that we are proposing is to TNC Toastmasters Club for achieving, for the vision they are preparing to achieve a President Distinguished status as a club. So please drink with me a toast for President Distinguished.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Eric Hyla a standing ovation for an excellent and impressive keynote speech. I believe that we all now learn the true meaning of toast, the ultimate. And I can see that we are all inspired, and we have 10 days to practice that, to use this in any of our endeavors. And I can imagine Ravi is now already imagining his DTM2 celebration, and Shelina and all TNC members, we got no choice but to become President Distinguished. Eric spoke us into being. Thank you, Eric, for an amazing, marvelous, I'm losing words for the how amazing it was. I was very, very affected by it. I wrote notes like I never did before, and really want to use this. I think it's something that has been very, very useful and been something that we need to know. We must know as Toastmasters how to do toast properly. Not just cheers, not just like toast, 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 but really understand what we are doing. So thank you again. I hope we all learn from it. And if you feel that you've gained something meaningful from this keynote speech, please give us a reaction or just unmute yourself and appreciate Eric.
Yes.
Thank you, Eric.
DTM.
Thank you.
And
Thank you. All right, we're going to move on to our next segment, which is the training review by our member, Harlina Indra, Distinguished Toastmaster. She is going to continue on from her last training in the part 1 training, last meeting, which is called How Updated is Your Portfolio? And today she will be reviewing, for some of us who weren't there last time, reviewing about the training. And then also at the end of training last time, she has given assignment to audience and to members of what to do to incorporate, to deepen the learning of the training. And so she will lead and moderate the sharing, the experience of the members having done the assignment. But before that, let me introduce to you who is Harlina Indra. She has been a Toastmaster since the end of the last century. That sounds like a long time ago, doesn't it? So more than 20 years, that's what it means, more than 23 years. And she did notice at social gatherings that opportunities can be created and useful information can be exchanged as we introduce ourselves effectively, and also with what we have done for speeches and for presentations. She is a keen observer of what can be improved and what can be done to make things better and to make things more meaningful. And that is in alignment with her profession as secretary, as executive secretary, and also as personal assistant. So let's welcome Harlina Indra, Distinguished Toastmasters, with How Updated is Your Portfolio? How updated is your portfolio, Harlina Indra?
thank you very much for the wonderful introduction. How updated is your portfolio? What portfolio am I actually talking about? A few weeks ago, I was going for certified public speaker, but when I applied for this certification, it turns out that it is not just appreciation from the Public Speaking Association, but at the same time, I was also able to apply as a junior trainer certification. I haven't heard yet whether I passed or not, but even whether maybe I might not pass, but I did really learn from that certification is that there is one word that is very, very important, and one word that unfortunately I did not pay too much attention to. The word is called documentation. Maybe for someone like me, Generation X, I'm not so into documentation. Maybe people who are younger than me, they are much more into documentation. Can you imagine? Yesterday evening, I only glued dried flowers on a piece of paper, put it in a frame. That's it. That is what I would have done by myself. The thing was, I was not alone. I was together with a millennial. And you know what she did? She photographed me when I was applying the glue, the liquid glue with the glue gun. She filmed me. I was like, what's she doing? And you know what she did? After I finished putting all the dried flowers in the frame with her design, she asked me to put the frame in front of me and she took a picture. She just asked me to do all that. You see? The process and the result. And she asked me to do that. I wouldn't have done it by myself, but she did it automatically. She did documentation of my efforts. of putting just dried flowers in a frame. Something very simple. It may not have any long-lasting effect, but imagine if something like that she already put as a documentation. What about bigger efforts? Like, for example, when we gave trainings to on-site audiences. Do we have our documentations or pictures while we are giving the training? Before the training, after the training? Today I went through the Facebook account of our district director. I saw beautiful pictures of, I think it's DLI. It's training for club officers. Let me share screen if it's okay. Share screen. Oh, I cannot see it. There it is. I share screen. I don't know who this lady is, but usually when we put in our Facebook pictures of speakers at the training, this is what we usually show because we want to show the trainer, isn't it? Same with this one. I know this lady. This is our division director, yeah? Division director G. She gives a training, but apparently if you do certification, you have to show pictures in which you give a speech to an on-site audience. So it's better to make a picture with the audience. It's not easy, but that is what they're asking for certification. So my question to you is, when is the last time when you had an on-site meeting with Toastmasters and there is a picture of you speaking to an audience? Yeah, it's something that you have to plan in advance. I don't know whether it is planned up in advance, but I saw this very beautiful picture in the same account. I think you will recognize the public speaker. This is beautiful, isn't it? DTM Miranda, she's speaking. Yes, this is a beautiful board in the back, and there is an audience. So this is the type of picture that you should have in your portfolio. Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
But this is not yeah, it's a beautiful picture on our district director's account. But you see, this is not an easy picture, isn't it? It is taken from a certain angle, and therefore it should be planned. I mean, I still remember during my presentation last time, there is one member of my club, Jakarta Bahasa, and if he comes to the meeting, on an on-site meeting, he always asks in advance, how is the audience? How is it placed? Can somebody help me taking the pictures? At first, I was like, what the hell is he doing? But after I did the certification, I was like, oh, that is what he's going for. So I hope. So what do you think? What about you? Have you talked with your VPPR when you are having an on-site meeting? Or if it is hard to talk to your VPPR, have you ever asked one of your fellow members to photograph you when you're speaking, you and together your audience? Think about it. Who knows, you can have a beautiful picture like I just showed from Ditya Miranda. Wonderful, isn't it? Just put it on a page with the date and the place and so what function, and you have a beautiful documentation. That is when it comes to what happens in the process. But of course, there is also what, besides these pictures, there's also what comes before that, like flyer. Of course, it will be better if your face is on it. Like in TNC, we have our wonderful keynote speaker, beautiful flyer with DTM Eric Kaila's picture on it. Also the agenda. In TNC, we have the agenda. the rundown with his picture on it. My picture is also on it, but at least the agenda is there. All these things are important for documentation one day when you're trainer. And of course, you will say, yeah, but I don't want to go for certification of trainer. I mean, what for? Okay, you don't need to. But if one day you want to have another assignment or another job, those people may ask, okay, what about your previous trainings? And you can show, oh yeah, this was the flyer, the announcement, this was the rundown, this is what happened during the meeting, this is my lesson plan. This is what you can show your future employer. So my question is, what about you? Have you ever already been running through your pictures? Through the flyers? You still have them? I would like to know. Maybe the pictures? Paid attention to how they take your pictures, or did you ask your PPPR, or how does it work usually in your club when you have an on-site meeting? I see my division I director, Alvin Abrar. I know that his club has 2 hybrid meetings per month. So how does it go when there is one prepared speaker who's speaking? Who's taking the pictures? How does it work? Do they include the audience when they take the pictures, or do they only take pictures of the speaker, or how does it work?
Yeah, the person who take the picture, usually the VPPR, taking the picture and put it on Insta story, so we can see the live update of the meeting. And also we use camera to capture audience reaction, and it can also bring energy to those who come online about what happened from the online audience, because it is a very good experience for our online audience to see what happens on the offline. It will be the connection, and once we met in person, it will be a better connection.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Alvin. I think the way how you make content is very interesting for attracting the new audience, isn't it? And also stories that last for at least 24 hours, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. So maybe in future, think about, maybe you can make an enquete about who of your members have certain aspirations in the future, maybe as a trainer or a public speaker, because pictures with them in front of an audience, on-site audience, yeah, not online audience, that is something that they might need in the future for their documentation. But of course, they have to be made aware. Sometimes it's hard. They are not even aware that they might need it in the future. Maybe for the more advanced speakers, maybe some other people have some feedback or comments on what I just said. Maybe it's something that can be done, or maybe it's difficult to be done in a Toastmasters meeting, or what do you think? So who of you have meetings on site? Yeah, offline meetings. Who of you have offline meetings? Yes, you have. Oh, so everybody has online on-site meetings. Some who has on-site meetings. Oh no, okay. So maybe I have only once a month in my club, only once a month. So maybe for you who do not have on offline meetings, maybe this might not be that relevant for you, but who knows, one day when all of a sudden you have the opportunity to speak in front of an audience, think about who you can ask to be your personal photographer. I know it sounds a bit like narcissistic, but it can be very useful for you in the future. So for the announcement, official invitation, for the event, please keep it flyer, agenda, run. If there's no agenda, at least the rundown. Maybe there is a rundown that they made. Ask for it, keep it, and if there are pictures, and then make sure that they make pictures of you with the audience. I still cannot forget that beautiful picture of the Tia Miranda with that audience. That's well done. Wow, that's beautiful. So think about it. I know it's maybe hard for some of us, documentation. What should we? But it is something that might be very useful for us in the future. Documentation. Millennials, they, like my first cousin Manrimu, did it automatically with the dried flowers. We should maybe also start doing it. Back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you so much, Harlina. Wow. Learned something new. I was not there last meeting. I couldn't come, but you really bring something to the forefront of what we as speakers, as presenters, as Toastmasters who are aspiring to deliver our knowledge or sharing our knowledge to public need to do. And I am one of the worst. So that picture actually surprised me because I wasn't aware. I was not even aware of its existence. And I'm so grateful because I'm very neglectful in that. But you just reminded me how important it is. And especially I aspire to be an accredited speaker one day. So those are the things that needs to be paid attention to and start to be documented. So thank you again so much for reminding us about that. Okay, we're going to have a very short break, actually maybe even 1 minute break because we're a little bit behind in time. And most importantly though, we want to take a picture of us. We need to document us here. So can I kindly ask everyone to turn on their video just briefly? I mean, all the time if you could, but at least for now, for the picture taking, I'm going to take the picture. So there's John, there's still not there, and Elios, John, let's us see your beautiful pictures. All right. Okay, so we're going to take pictures. And I have to take that one person in. Sorry, that was also a picture. Just a sec. One more time, and give us your biggest smile. Yes, Eric, I like that. You call that the teeth thingy? Yes. There you go. Thank you. We'll take actually, if it's okay with you, we're just going to start, and if you need to take a break, let's take your break in between. And with that, I would like to invite our table topic master for tonight, Eric Kaila. And in TNC, we do our table topics slightly different than how we do in others because we're using the training, the material that has been presented as the resource, as the fodder for our table topics to test ours and all audiences' comprehension, attention, and also listening. This helps us to be more engaged, to pay attention, and our table topics master, distinguished Toastmaster Eric Kaila, would lead this session, and we can all enjoy the learning together. So Eric, the stage is yours. Very good. Big hand of applause. Yes, Elios, you need to say something? Oh, do you want to give table topics? Is that why?
Yes.
Okay. I got it. So I let Eric decide and lead this Eric, the
Okay.
stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, table topics is one of those opportunities that we get to express ourselves unprepared. But if you know that you are a good speaker, you might realize that you might be a good speaker only with prepared speeches, but not with unprepared speeches. Because unprepared speeches, you must shoot from the hip, you must try to be concise and to be good at the same time. Luckily today, our table topics is so easy because we have listened to Harlina as she was speaking. Now it's just for us to say what she have said. But this is how we are going to do it. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to speak. Meaning, do not speak, do not stop speaking until you see the green light. Can our timer show the green light, please? Where is our timer? Oh, there she is. There is, it's written timer. Please, the moment you see green, maybe you can decide to stop, or you can keep on talking until you see the yellow. And at the yellow, you can decide to maybe calm down and finalize your talking and your speech, which is impromptu. Remember, it is a speech. It is not an answer. We don't want answers. We want speeches. We need to listen to a complete 2 minutes speech. Ladies and gentlemen, my first question is, I need you to answer it in a speech format. Don't just answer. Documentation. What did Harlina say about documentation? 2 minute speech. Elios, let me start with you.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I missed during the TTM Harlina session because of network connection. So I just believe that she said documentation is a very great one. Yeah, we need to have a preparation. First of all, I would like to say sorry if I listen because I completely didn't listen. I got the network connection issue and I just came back during the table topic and you have new formula. It is great reason and also great technique for us to improve our listening skill. So yes, that's all. And the documentation, I do believe that she is a very great documenter. So I do believe she has a lot of preparation beforehand, and she prepared. Yeah, I think I need to stop lah because I don't listen at all for the speech. So back to you, TTM Eric.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know what I love about your answer. You know, in table topics, we don't worry about if you are wrong or right, as long as you have said. As long as you talked for 2 minutes or until you see the green. So that is how it works. You know, table topics, there's no right, there's no wrong. As long as we just speak until the light goes on. It is unprepared speeches. Let me go to the second one. I'm going to give this one to this marvelous person. I want you to tell me, why are pictures important? Why are pictures important? Where is Susan? Susan.
Yes, thank you for the chance. TM Eric.
Thank you, Susan.
Am I clear?
Yeah.
As I hear from the TM Harlina's speech today, we mentioned the importance of pictures. We must know that sometimes when we speak in front of the audience, we don't realize that we need to make the pictures. I just realized when I hear her speak that many of years speak in Toastmaster, or I'm on coaching or doing table topic master, even just a very easy task. I didn't think of picture it. So thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Harina, for remind us that although this is just look very small part, but also important from our future. Maybe some of us want to take the chance to be a tiny important certificate like ICS, or maybe we try to be advanced coaches in the future. That picture must be important. So thanks to DTM Harlina, I will try to picture it in the future, and maybe we can ask some member also to picture themselves, so all of us have the memorable picture when we are in Toastmaster presenting something. When I back then in Toastmaster activities, actually many things that we have done with the club that have not pictures and only in our memories. So that is make me realize sometimes we neglect the small part. Let's look, we need it in the future. So that's all, everybody. Thank you for the chance, DTM Eric.
That's it. Susan, well done for your speech. I'm happy, you know, I could see you spoke until the red light. Beautiful. Well done. Congratulations. And I'm excited that you managed to tackle it. Let's go to the last one. Our last speaker, the question is, why are on-site meetings important? I'm going to give you 2 minutes, you know, to speak your heart. On-site, it means face-to-face. You know, where we meet in a hall or in an auditorium or in a theatrical place or in a classroom. Why are in-person, face-to-face, on-site meetings important? It's quite a difficult question, this one. Because some members here, I know them, they've never been, they've always been online. They don't know offline meetings. They only know online meetings. So I feel so pity, but I'm going to test them. If they have listened to Harlina, I think Ambassador Carmen can really take her chances here. She have never attended a face-to-face meeting. So let's hear what she will say. Let's give you a chance, Ambassador Carmen, and hear what you will say. We are giving you 2 minutes. Please, Ambassador Carmen.
On-site meetings are a way where you actually get to know and understand your audience reaction if you're presenting your speech. There's certain things in terms of body language which you can't see on an online meeting. And therefore, it is very important to have, you can have both, but it's important to have that area of going back to meeting in person. You'd be able to read your audience. You'd also be able to profile yourself in a different way than you, and Harlina mentioned. For example, if we are online, we'll never get that picture moment where people actually see you portraying your training and coaching capabilities, or your way of articulating your message in a particular way. So it also helps bring the different Toastmasters together to get an understanding of how we will be able to interact with each other going forward. So importantly, yes, the new dawn of online is a great interaction because it gets us to see people and engage people from all over the world. But the missing element is that actual one-on-one personal engagement that is necessary for you to even for you to be able to ensure that your skills is enhanced. Back to you, Toastmaster Eric.
Thank you. Wow, what you know, can you see, Harlina, people were listening to you. Né? Don't tell me nobody was listening. You know, even somebody who have never attended an in-person, Ambassador Carmen have never seen an in-person meeting. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. And I'm excited that everybody decided to participate in this table topics, even if you did not answer the questions. But what you did, you managed to think about it and give it some thought. That is important. That's the purpose of table topics, is to give a thought to a question. It stimulates everybody's thinking, and that is how things are working. And thank you to the timer. And ladies and gentlemen, with that said, I'm going to hand our control back to our Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster, DTM, Mirinda Rumi.
Thank you, Eric. How was that? It's something different, something new, an experience that we're still learning and practicing. And I do believe, we all believe in TNC that we want to maximize our learning with everything that is being said. And I think we're achieving that. I know it's challenging for those who are not used to. I mean, I had to think about some of the questions too, and I thought, did I remember it right? So thank you again. And we will move on to our next segment, which is special, just unique just for this meeting, because this is our end of the year meeting. And this is a time that I would like to invite everyone to do some reflection with 3 questions. So I would like to ask everyone to read. I'm going to post this question, right? And think about these questions. And then I'm just going to go around the room. We have about 15 minutes to do that. And then you just share. And our thoughts come from our vibration. From a vibration, it becomes thoughts. And then when we give words, we voice those thoughts, then we bring it, we give it life. So this is what we're trying to do, to make our words our manifestation. And also, I believe this is a great way to end our year and to prepare for the coming year. So I just shared that. The first question is, what is the one thing that you're proud of that you've done in 2023? And then the second thing is, what is the most meaningful or important insight you gained in 2023? And for the last one is, in 2024, you just say something like this: I see myself in 2024, I see myself doing, having, or being, or one, or the 3 of them. Okay? How does that sound? Everyone's on board with me on this? All right. Okay. We'll give you 3 minutes to think about it. You can write it, or actually, I'm going to ask everybody to share yours. All right? And here, I will give you the freedom to volunteer yourself if you want to be the first one to do this.
I can be the first, Mirinda.
Oh, wonderful, Rafin.
Yeah. Shall I shoot? Because I already got the answer.
Please.
Oh,
Yes,
thank you very much. All right,
we-
here goes the timer. What is the one thing that I'm proud of that I've done in 2023? Well, it's not something that I did in 2023. I did a couple of years earlier, but I moved into a new apartment, my home apartment, in a small town south of Kuala Lumpur by about 2 hours drive. in a very quiet, quaint town. And my apartment is overlooking the greenery. So I get, trust me, perfectly clean, fresh air. I'm perfectly happy with that apartment. I've done it up very well. I'm very comfortable. I get good vibes. So this is something that I'm very proud of, something closer to my heart. What is the most meaningful insight you gain in 2023? Now, this happens year in and year out. The message is, nothing is for sure. You think you already have it in your hands, but there it slides away. I chanced upon an occasion just about 4 months ago when somebody snubbed me. I thought that person is almost with you, but there you are. He couldn't see you, he just walked by. So the message there is, nothing is for sure. So this time I want to make sure that I know that for sure. And in 2024, how I see myself as bouncing back to where I believe I should rightly belong, because I still believe that the best is yet to come. What I've achieved so far is just little things. I personally feel there's much more that can be done when I compare, for example, with Eric Kala. 6 DTMs, and yeah, but second DTM, already proud of it. So there's so much more that one can do. Let's see what happens in 2024. I'll go for it. I'll give it the best, and maybe it'll be the best, save the best for the last, they say. So with this, thank you, and back to you, DTM Brinda Rumi.
Thank you, Ravin, for giving us an example, and what beautiful sharing that was. Now, because we only have about 15 minutes or maybe 18 minutes, we need to be very quick. 1 minute each person. So Toastmasters, let's try or let's focus on being able to say it concisely, briefly, and with clarity and articulately. All right, next. Who would like to go next? Make it quick. Raise your hands. Okay, Alvin, go for it. 1 minute. Shuchen, it's 1 minute, yeah? So 20 seconds. 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds. Go ahead. And then after that, we go with Carmen.
Yeah, one thing that I'm very proud for 2023 is I get married. So I found my love of my life. And then the most meaningful insight I get in 2023 is my ear, listening. So listening is one of the most powerful thing that I gain, especially in learning about my wife and having a good relationship. I learned that communicate what we want. Everything inside my head is half of solving the problem. So as long as we communicate our feeling, it's 50% solve the problem. And in 2024, I see myself doing more traveling, because so many times I'm just spending my time alone because I am single. Now I have my wife. I hope I can see you on my traveling. Back to you, Miranda.
Beautiful. Yes, looking forward. Yeah, listening. Next, Carmen. And anyone want to go next? Please raise your hands. Yes, Carmen, please go ahead. Ambassador.
Thank you. One thing that I'm proud of in 2023 that I've achieved is getting into my own space and stepping out of my comfort zone and moving away from being comfortable in the positions that I've had. So, and it allowed me to achieve differently. The one thing that I take away from 2023 is that it is possible. It's not easy, but it's possible, and you are able to believe in yourself. And in 2024, it's going to be a year of my rising into combining my different talents and making sure that I transform other people's trajectories. Back to you.
Thank you, Carmen. Really appreciate that. Loving that. All right, next. Yes, Suzanne, did you rate? Okay, let's start with John. John Manurong, yes.
Okay,
1 minute.
thank you, Miranda, and everyone. Good evening. Thank you for giving me opportunity to share to answer those three questions. The first one, the one that I'm proud of that I've done in 2023, improvement. So I had a lot of improvement in this year. Most of that improvement I got from Toastmasters. So thank you. That's one thing. So there's a lot of things actually, but we can say only one thing. Okay, improvement. And the other thing, the most meaningful insight I gained in 2023. I met a lot of wonderful people in unpredictable time and moment. So I remember when I attend in Toastmaster District 87 conference, I heard distinguished Toastmaster Natalie said, "Patience is not about finding it; it's about doing it passionately." That this bomb, and then I got wow. Okay, I have to look for what is my passion. So I just do what I like, what I love. So with passionately and consistently, and that's 1%. That's some another person, but yeah, that I
May I
can
remind
share.
you of time? The time is very
Yeah,
short. You can be very quick.
and the next one in 2024, I see myself doing speeches, a lot of speeches. I can deliver a strong and valuable message so that people or even the next generation get blessed and feel life is so meaningful. So
Right. Thank you. Thank you, John. Thank
you.
you for your
Thank you.
sharing. Let's go to the next person who would like to share. Remember, your time is 1 minute, and the green is 20 seconds, yellow 20 seconds, and red 6 seconds. All right. Anyone else? Halina, yes, please. Let's hear you.
So what I'm proud of for this year is something very personal. I was able to organize 17th birthday of my first cousin, one removed, a young teenage boy, and it was quite big, but I can do it because I really planned for it. I did small parts, part by part, and then that makes me realize that I actually, with small planning, I can actually do a lot, even though it's a big task, just in small chunks. What I really learned is that Toastmasters really helps in networking, because I got my first gig from my PP education 2 years ago. I worked together with 2 years ago. He gave me my first gig. So you see, networking helps here in Toastmasters. And what I want to do next year is to learn even more about training here in Trainers and Coaches Advanced Online. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Halina. All right. That is very brief and concise. Anyone else? Shalina.
Okay, I have many things that I'm very proud of done in 2023, but for this one, I am particularly proud of is I gave a lot of appreciation to my husband for making bread from raw wheat. Someone that I never believed would do that, and he did it. And the most meaningful insight that I gained in this is be appreciative, be grateful, show attitude. The grace that Eric shared today, show it. And the insight is the more I did it, the more fresh bread from the oven I get every week. Now in 2024, I see myself doing is to learn how to do the way he does it so that I have fresh bread from oven, starting from raw wheat till a very nice warm loaf on the table. Over to you, Ditya and Miranda Rumi.
Yeah, wow, thank you. That was very delightful. Anyone else? Let's say Renko.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. 2023, I think the most I achieved is doing more than 2 pathway.
Oh,
That's,
two
that's the
paths.
most I achieved.
You completed
Yes.
2 paths. Wow.
Yes. And taken roles in different club. I learned a lot from there. And 2024, my target is to get another PhD.
Ooh. Not DTM, but
Because
PhD.
on the way.
Okay.
Definitely not next year. I need to plan for it.
Okay, PhD in what? PhD, what you're planning?
Management.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Okay, well, we are your witnesses and we your accountability buddies. All right, Jane. You got something, Jane?
Hi. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, for the one thing that I'm proud of that I've done in 2023 was to really get out of my comfort zone and really step into a leadership role as an area director. This is the role that I dreaded for since I joined Toastmasters, and I said I would never become an area director, but this year I actually became an area director. So what is the most meaningful insight I gained? It's all about trust. I learned that trust and collaboration is the most important thing. And I learned this as a leader as an Eddie, and when I went to Sweden for the first time and I learned about the innovation, trust, collaboration is very important. And in 2024, I see myself doing what I love, traveling around the world and be the best and do the things that I always love to do. Yeah, that's all.
Thank you, Jane. All right. Okay, if you're not going to volunteer yourself, I'm going to volunteer you. I think we have probably 2 more person. Eric, are you still there? If Eric's not there, yes, there you are. Let's hear from you.
Yes, this year I had my ups and downs, but what I've enjoyed a lot this year is I managed to interact with a big number of people and a large number of people. I managed to run a lot of trainings on my personal capacity and on my own, and it worked. But the second part is there are many things that did not go well, which I've learned a lot of lessons. But 2024 will be different because I'll be working like nobody's business, like a headless chicken. I'll be hard at work. I'm looking forward to finish 3 DTMs come 2024. One by February, another one by July, and another one by December. It will be done and dusted. So it's a lot of goals. It's a big goal, but it is possible because if it's possible, there is no impossible. Back to you.
Thank you. Well, we're going to be cheering you and toasting you. Eric, when you get your 7th, 8th, and 9, or maybe we'll do it all together. Okay, Xu Chen, let's hear from you, Xu Chen.
Thank you, Miranda. Thank you.
I will do a timer.
To me, 2023, I've made achievements in in what I say, motivate my members, my club president, till she achieve her goals. And for me, that's the greatest, which I felt that me being very senior in my age, I have achieved in covering the secrets of how to enhance my health, so that this year, 2024, come 2024, I can do more tasks. I can take the opportunities that TNC is giving, training platform, and learn more of AI so that I become more competent and more proficient. Back to you.
Wow, thank you, Shichen. All right, I'm not going to comment yet. I'd rather hear someone else take the moment. Okay, one more person. We have one more person and then we'll wrap it up. I'll let you volunteer yourself. Any guest? Guest, you can also do. Ellen, Sela, Susan, Andre. Going once. Going twice.
Take
Oh,
it, Miranda.
Andre.
Yeah.
Yes, Andre is our inactive TNC member, one of our charter members. Let's hear it from you, Andre, all the way from
Thank you.
Kupang. Is it?
Sumba, actually. Yeah.
Oh, Sumba.
Yeah, near Kupang. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Miranda. One thing that I'm proud of that I've done together with the team in my little organization called Sumba Cendekia is to see two of my team members making their dreams come true. This year, they worked so hard and they finally got the scholarship from Fulbright, Aminef, where they're now in the USA, one in Arizona and one in Wisconsin. So see these two girls joining my team, very afraid of speaking English, but now enjoying their study life and living a different life in the US. It's just, yeah, something that I'm grateful for and I am proud of. And the most insightful, meaningful insight I gained in 23 is to inspire others and to let them see that they can make their biggest dreams come true. And in 2024, I see myself doing more of inspiring others, especially in my organization, as we're now collaborating with other international NGOs like British Council and also Save the Children. So we will inspire and hopefully teach and also upskills teenagers and young adults in my home island, Sumba. Thank you, Miranda. Back to you.
Thank you. Well, thank you, everyone, for taking the moment to think about, to reflect, and to share your thoughts and ideas. I feel very inspired and very uplifted in hearing your input, your sharing, and I hope everyone else feels like that too, and gain some inspiration and some vitamins for your own aspirations, for your own plan for the future. So with that, I would like to give the screen now to our president of the meeting. And with that, I conclude. I'm Miranda Rumi, your Toastmaster of the meeting, and thank you for the opportunity. Back to you, Shirlina.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, may I once again invite you all to put your hands together to give our Toastmaster of the meeting, DTM Miranda, a thunderous round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you. It's about the end of my endurance. I'm still recovering from my accidents, but I'm glad that I could do that. Thank you. Back to you all.
Thank you once again. And also, I'd like to extend my appreciation to our heavyweight speaker, center stage speaker tonight, DTN 7, Eric Kyla, soon to be DTN 10. Thank you so much for that sharing. Not forgetting, it was our training updates trainer, DTM Halina. Thank you so much for your training review session tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to proudly share my excitement and my joy with you all tonight. Trainers and Coaches Advanced Online Club. For this term, up to today's date, we have achieved 8 out of 10 goals. And for that, I'd like to invite you all to charge your glasses. To give a toast. Charge your glasses, fill your glass already. To give this toast to TMC Toastmaster Club, Advanced Online Toastmaster Club, for such a great achievement in this term so far. And thank you to all the members for helping the club to reach the goal. Toast.
No. You have chopped it in the middle. Before you say, don't say toast. Don't say to TNC. And then you drink the toast. To TNC.
To TNC Advanced Online Toastmaster Club.
To TNC Advanced Toastmasters Club.
Thank you, DTN Eric, for that reminder. You see, it's a great exercise. Ladies and gentlemen, I also like to appreciate our guests tonight from different parts of the world. Before we adjourn our meeting tonight, I'd like to invite you on virtual stage to say a few words, 30 seconds. Tell us how you feel about meeting, or give us any feedback, comments, improvement that you have observed in our meeting tonight. May I please start with Carmen?
I would like to say that this has been very insightful. You are quite well organized, and I think I've learned a lot from this. I don't think I have learned a lot from this meeting, and there are some elements I will definitely take back to the 2 clubs that I am part of. Sister, thank you for hosting me.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and your presence means a lot to us. May I also now invite Andre. All right, Andre may be away for a moment. Next, what about Suzanne?
Sherlina, this meeting ambience is very good. I feel the active member all together, and this is have a good engagement. And thank you for hosting this meeting and make the resolution in this end of the year right.
Thank you, Suzanne. What about Elaine? Elaine, are you available to share with us?
Yes, thank you very much. I've enjoyed the session. I've learned a lot, the way you do your club program meetings, and the speeches and the lessons that have been delivered today were just amazing. So thank you very much, and I wish everybody a wonderful, wonderful Christmas and New Year. Thank you.
Thank you, Elaine. Thank you for being here with us tonight. Most appreciated. What about our DTM, Ravi?
Thank you very much, President Shelina He. Certainly, I consider myself lucky to have decided to attend. Thanks must go to DTM Mirinda because she sent me a message saying that you guys are having a meeting. And I thought, hey, I've been out of touch. Why not? So I'm not disappointed. Great contents. I like the presentation by Eric. Wonderful. Plenty of takeaway for me, and I'm sure for the rest. I also liked Halina's sharing on documentation, pictures, and all those things, which we always take for granted. So it's good that someone shares with us, refreshing. And I like the final finale by DTM Mirinda when she picked on everyone to share where they've been, where they're going to. Only wish she also was given 1 minute to share her pointers, which maybe in the interest of time, we left it out, but it would have been nice to hear from her too. But otherwise, fantastic meeting. Congratulations. Back to you, President.
Thank you, Ravi. DTM Ravi. Thank you. What about John?
Hello, thank you, Madam Selina. Nice to meet you again. And actually, I'm so happy and grateful to attend this online meeting. So I got a lot of insight from DTM Eric about how doing post properly. That the fact is cheers and toast is different. So thank you so much, DTM Eric. That's very useful for me, because I am one of the exco in Magical Bali. I'm the president. And from to Harlina, DTM Harlina, I'm really happy and grateful as well for your presentation. I got a lot of insight which is important, that how updated our portfolio, especially in offline meeting, that's really, if we can take a picture, especially for our members or our guests, that's so engaging photo, and they will be happy. And yeah, it's really useful to take photo properly, yeah, for their portfolio. Yeah, it's really useful. Thank you, DTM Helena. Thank you for trainers and coaches, Toastmaster Club, for this meeting. I'm so happy and grateful. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now 9:55 p.m. GMT +8. Allow me to propose my last toast for this meeting before I adjourned it. Now, I'd like to propose a toast to all of us, a wonderful, joyful, peaceful, happy Christmas and the very best of 2024 to 2024.
To 2024.
2024.
I am the club president of Trainers and Coaches Advanced Online Club. Once again, thank you so much for being here tonight. Your presence, your participation has contributed significantly to our meeting tonight. With that, I shall now adjourn our meeting and look forward to see you all in 2024 on the 4th of January, same time, same place. Until then, bye.
Thank you, everybody. Good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ravi. Thank you,
Thank you
Sherlina.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you,
night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you. Mirinda, you can switch off. Where is Mirinda?
Yeah. I was in pain, so I had to lay down. But I'm good.